Hello, here we are. Welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Yeah, gang, that's right, live stream. This is not this old house, your old house. Why, we will not be changing over a toilet, and no. But anyway, gang, welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Game night, yes, gang, that's right, game night. All the trivia, all the fun, with no prizes. It's kind of like winning an all-expense-paid trip to Antarctica. Who really wants to go? But anyway, gang, welcome to game night. Tonight, we got what's new and coming up. No, upcoming. And we'll also have thanks to our contributors. And then we'll have the game night portion of the show. And then the afterglow. All the things you didn't want and more. But anyway, gang, we got quite a little hefty show for you. So we are going to go ahead and get started. But anyway, gang, coming up, we have, I just can't do it. Upcoming, yeah, well, yeah, let's do that anyway. Anyway, gang, I don't know what the date is. Yes, I do. Tonight's game night. So that would mean today would be 6/11, believe it or not. So next week we have, oh boy, yeah, okay, 6/18 is a desk show. And on the desk show, on that one, we're going to have Dutch Schultz. Now, I don't know if we ever covered Dutch Schultz in one of the previous live streams or not, but we have some additional information. And I thought it'd be neat to go over again. Great treasure story associated with Dutch Schultz. Don't want to miss it. That's the next desk show on 6/18. Then, gang, 6/25. That's right, 6/25. That would be June. June the 25th is the first community-sponsored giveaway show. Yeah, gang, that's right, giveaway. And in case you haven't heard before, one of the dates for one of the answer in tonight's game night here tonight will be your entry into the giveaway. So if you want, jot down the dates that you may hear tonight. And again, that will be your entry into the community-sponsored giveaway. And it's growing a little bit. Actually, there's something else that's added in. I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you or not. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. And because it is the most eclectic giveaway on the planet. We have a receipt. Yes, not just any receipt. We have a receipt from Shoemaker Dairies Incorporated. Back when they used to deliver, that's upside down. Back when they used to deliver your milk to your doorstep. And so that too, amongst all the other goodies, is going to be tossed into the pack as well. What are you going to do with all this stuff? I don't know. But anyway, gang, so that's the community-sponsored giveaway. 6/25. And then 7/2. Oh boy, that'll be the big weekend, won't it? Yeah, that'll be a desk show, then another game night on 7/9. On 7/16, we have, since we came back, a first weird movie night. That's right, gang. Old weird movie. Yes, that's right. B movie night. 7/16. 7/23. We haven't quite figured out yet, but that's going to be a special show. And when I mean it hasn't been figured out yet, that's really what that, yeah. But don't miss it, because it's going to be something completely off the wall. But anyway, gang, that's what we got coming up. And hopefully we'll see you all there. Now, a funny thing was going on. We'll get this out of the way. Tonight's show is brought to you by Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium Toilet Paper. That's right, gang. It goes wherever you go for when you have to, you know it, go. But anyway, gang, you know what? I thought about, wouldn't it be neat, not only if we had toilet paper, but why not cheese? Figure it kind of both relates to either going or not going. So I don't know. So we'll have to get our fella over in Wisconsin to kind of take a look at it. But anyway, gang, we're going to take a look and see who's here tonight. North Jersey sent that guy. Hi, all. Can't stay. Didn't want to crush you all on game night. Yeah, okay. Hi, NGD. How are you? How are you? American Woodland Relics. Don't recognize him. That says his name's there, but I don't recognize him. I don't know. Hi, AWR. Hi, Mrs. AWR. Treasure Hunting SWPA. Hi, Marty. Hi, Marty. How are you? And oh, there's a strange lady. Same last name and everything. Wonder if I know her. Hi. Hi, Willie. Hi, Miss Beth. Hi, everyone. I miss listening while cleaning the garage. That's no fun. Cleaning the garage is never any fun. Hi, Miss Beth. And welcome to the live stream. Riverdale Coins and Antiques. Hi. And I tell you what, there is an auction going on now. If you haven't seen the details yet, it's a benefit for Mark the Berg Hunter. And it'll be over on Mike Lyman's channel. And you can either donate, you can go over and participate, whatever you want to do. It should be a good evening for a good benefit. But anyway, check it out. I think Rivendell Coins has a little blip about it on his channel. And I think Mike mentioned a lot of it, I should say, in his last live stream. So check it out. I got to get my brain unfrozen. I just ate a bowl of orange sherbet. Mrs. AWR. Oh my goodness, orange sherbet. I haven't had that for years. David Carlisle, hi. Not here, man. And hi, the like button hit itself today. What if we can put that actually on automatic? That would be neat. That'd be fun. You know, if you're there and you stay, it should hit automatically, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm not here. Maybe this is all AI. I don't know. But you figure you can program everything else to do. Why not? BC Treasure Tales, hi. And Marty, if I didn't say Marty before, but anyway, gang, hi. Welcome to the live stream. And again, tonight is game night. And any of the dates that you may hear tonight could possibly be your entry into the community sponsored giveaway. So look alive. Hi, Deej. How are you? And
you missed the creeper.
The creeper. Is she in here as the creeper?
The creeper is in here.
Wait, I gotta say it.
She only said hi.
I missed it. Wait a minute. It's Creeper. Oh, yeah. Hi, Alex. Oh, okay. And if I was saying louder, you probably wouldn't need the computer to hear me. But anyway, welcome to the live stream. But anyway, did I not finish that? Nope, did that. Okay. Anyway, gang, tonight's donations. Oh my goodness. Well, let's not say just tonight. Let's go back. One thing I have to admit, where we're doing the charities quarterly is actually working out far better than I ever anticipated. So far, you can read it down there at the bottom. Charity for this quarter is the American Heart Association, and it's doing far better than I had ever envisioned. And thanks much to the community. And so far, I think it already has gone by. Contributor so far is JHH, Cheapstate Coins, Miss Beth Coddington, and fine, outstanding members of the community. Now, so far, charity donations for this quarter is $54.61. And like I said, I had I didn't even think that would be even remotely possible. And we're nowhere near the end of the quarter yet. So who knows what, I tell you what, little numbers can do great things. But anyway, gang, stay tuned more for all that. And again, thanks to our contributors. JHH, great channel over on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock. Used to be our old time slot. And she even offered it back. It's like, oh, I didn't know Tuesday at 7. But great show over there. And check her out. She now has the thing going on. Dig It Dude. Check it out if you have an interest in getting together, actually in person, as a group. Has a thing going on called Dig It Dude, and there's tickets on sale now, so you might want to check that out. Jersey History Hunter. And then we got Cheapskate Coins, and he has a little, I don't think he does an auction format anymore. I think it's just strictly buy it now. And he has some eclectic stuff, not just your run-of-the-mill, not just your normal Morgans and dimes, and he's got a little bit of everything, especially foreign. If you are interested in foreign, check it out, Cheapskate Coin. And then we have Miss Beth Coddington, and outstanding member of the coin community, fantastic person, funny person, I tell you. She has me laughing quite a bit on her Facebook. What was it? The baseball joke in the reserved seat, I believe. Yes?
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks to all of the contributors. It is hotter than anything up here. Holy cow. I bet you it's probably 90 degrees up here. But anyway, got the air conditioner on. It sounds like it's working, but it's oh yeah, it is sweltering up here. But anyway, we'll have to, yeah, I don't know. We got liquids, and I may pass out from dehydration. Just somebody let me know. But anyway, gang, that's right, if you would like to contribute to the giveaway, why, whether it's financial or actually physical stuff, financial, you can click in the information box down there somewhere. There's actually a link. You can click on it, and it'll take you to the PayPal, and you can send whatever you want to send. And or if you want to send junk, and it can be anything, smalls preferably, because the giveaway box is only that big. Okay, and smalls. Okay, no tires from a '54 Lincoln, please. But anyway, if you want to send the smalls, there's also a snail mail address down there as well. Now, this upcoming giveaway is pretty much, I want to say we are getting closer. There's probably room for a little bit more in that. And you're in Georgia. It's a comfy 74 degrees here. Isn't that usually backwards? Aren't they usually sweltering when we're, oh boy, I'm envious now. Now, Charlie's going to stream without pants on. Well, I got shorts. But that's an idea. North Jersey detectives probably gave me that idea. But anyway, so this box is getting full, and we're probably going to start taking donations for the next upcoming giveaway, which will be in July. And we got some special stuff sitting aside just for that. I don't know how this happens, but we're already working on the next giveaway. We haven't done this one yet. Anyway, but finally, raining in Michigan. Please send it this way, Deej. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, financial donations, PayPal, physical donations, send it to the post office box. And, for anybody who may have remembered us from before, we no longer have that old address. So pick out that. Awesome. So there you go. Anyway, gang. And there we have it. I did all that. Check with the chat, it says. Okay. Well, anyway, finally raining Michigan. And I tell you, we need the rain in the worst way. Now, they say we had a chance of rain or storms for this afternoon. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. They said possibly rain for us tomorrow. I am hoping so, because that ground out there is hard. BC Treasure Channel says, speaking of hot in here, my popcorn is done. Well, take it out of your crotch. No, anyway. But anyway, welcome to the show. And if I missed anybody, and hi. If I missed anybody, put an emoji down in there so I know you're here. But anyway, welcome to the stream. So, that was a lot. Usually we are hot. We have, can't see, there's a button anyway. We have hot days, but not many. Okay. 88 degrees. Oh, wow. But anyway, gang, before we get into tonight's games, we have a very special, oh my god, this is the commercial been going on about forever. Anyway, gang, we have a very special vintage commercial to share. This one is indeed special. I watched it a couple of times when I first came across it, and I thought, you know what, I see what they're trying to do, but there's a couple of other things going on here. It not only tries to be appealing, because sex sells. This commercial is back from 61, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's from 1961. But for Jack's Beer, Jax. Anybody remember Jack's Beer? I don't know. I haven't actually looked to see if it's still in existence or not. But anyway, for Jack's Beer. But not only does it try to be appealing, but it uses some very poignant psychology trickery, such as passive aggressive manipulation. But anyway, gang, I won't go on too far about it. You have to take a look at it yourself and figure out what on earth are they well, we know what they're trying to do. They're trying to sell you a product, but It's the most goofiest thing ever. Hang on to your hat. Here it comes.
I've been told I have exceptionally fine taste. I assume you do too. If so, you will most certainly want to try this. Jack's genuine Bock beer. It tastes divine. It's no more like ordinary Bock than, well, than mink is like rabbit. Jack's is a genuine Bock beer, an all-malt Bock. New handy glass cans keep the flavor just right. No deposit, no return. So compact and convenient. Don't you love the way those ambitious little bubbles nudge each other out of the way to get to the top? You've never tasted anything this good before. The Jack's people only brew a little Bock beer just once a year. No more. I'm not worried. I get all I want. I have friends. But what about you?
Weird stuff. All right, well, now after NJD comes back from his cold shower. Anyway, that was a weird commercial. The play on words, the over-pronouncing of the keywords of the commercial. I tell you what, this commercial was written more by a psychologist than it was an advertising firm. It was just really totally bizarre. I, I, maybe it worked back in the '60s. I don't know, but she has friends. I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean that I have to get Jack's beer to have friends? I don't know. But anyway, weird. She could have sold me rocks. I would have bought it. See, it worked on BC. See that? But I don't know. She come with the beer, Marty says. No, she didn't. She was only there to sell it. Rip, stop caressing that bottle, lady. I don't know what on earth I kind of get what they were trying to do. I just think they overdid it to a certain extent. She has friends. She has all that she wants. I don't know. You know what we should do? I should take the dialogue from that commercial and see if I can do it the same way. And see if it has the same kind of. No, I don't think so. It won't have the same appeal.
That would be kind of creepy, Dave.
And I have friends. I have all I want. But I don't know. Anyway, there you have it. The Jack's beer commercial. That's just completely overdone. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on with game night. Yes, gang, that's right. Game night. Watch I delete the wrong thing here. I hope not. That's all right. We'll later. Oh, here it is. Wow. Thought I did there for a second. All right. Game night. I am prepared. And the winner is, no. All right. I won't click the button yet because I don't want to give anybody an unfair advantage because you're going to see some stuff pop up onto your screen. And bad AWR, bad. But anyway. I had friend with any beer in the fridge, and when there was no more beer, friend were gone. Yes, that's about the way it goes there. Oh goodness. Anyway, gang. All right. Well, here we go. Ready or not? Here comes. The first question. You guys ready? All right. There's no date in this first one. Anyway, question number 1 from Star Wars. What's the Wookiee's name? From Star Wars, what is the Wookiee's name? I forgot we're on this little time delay here. That's all right. It'll give me a chance to take a drink of water. And
Rick got it.
Rev got it. Chewbacca. That's right. The Star Wars franchise. I was trying to actually do this a little bit before the live stream started. that is just this ginormous moneymaker. Holy cow. They have made billions off of the Star Wars franchise. It's unbelievable. Even the first set of movies alone, between merchandising, hello, merchandising, they have made just tons of money. Unreal. But anyway, gang, tonight, the second question. Ready or not? Here we go. What year was the first Washington quarter minted? What year was the first Washington quarter minted?
Rick got it again.
Holy cow, he's quick. 1932. Speaking of which, we forgot we have to award out the points. How much was the points for that easy question on the first one?
47.
47. Okay, you got to keep, by the way, this is the honor system. You got to keep track of all your own points. 47. What was the point system for the quarter question?
84.
84. 44 and 84? Okay, well, there you go. Is that right? 44 and 84?
Yeah, there's no prizes tonight, so why not?
All right. Shh. They're not supposed to remember that. Let me pretend like I'm writing this down. Yeah, 84 and 40. There you go. All right, guys, ready? Here we go. Question number 3. Who was? Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I had to hit the slide over. Hey, look, there it is. 1932. There's good old George. By the way, let's talk about this just for one brief moment, because I've been looking at the 1932 Washington quarter myself. And you know what? They are rather inexpensive. Taking a gander at the red book here, the mintage for the Philly mint is only I should say only, but it's 5 million mintage of the 1932 Washington quarter. Now the Denver and San Francisco is little over 400,000. But really, if you want an MS-60 1932 Washington quarter from Philly, they're like $25, $30, $40. So I think that may be in the future for here. I think it'd be nice, neat to have it. You know, it's kind of like the turn of events. And so anyway, moving back, getting back to the game night. Yes. All right, gang. Ready or not, this guy. Who's that guy? Who was England's prime minister during World War II? Who was England's prime minister during World War II? It is sweltering up here.
Rick got that one too.
Stop it, Rip. Winston Churchill. There you go. Oh, Deej was right behind. Oh, so was it. Everybody was right behind him. He's quick. I think he's linked up to our Wi-Fi. But yeah, gang, that's right. Winston Churchill. And this might be a trick question.
Rick said I'm passing the answer.
This actually might be a trick question because you know, we had our research department thoroughly check all of these answers. But wasn't Chamberlain before him at the start of the war? Then Churchill came along? I don't know. To be honest with you, I got to look more into it. Maybe we should have phrased the question. Who was there for most of it? But anyway, it's that guy, Churchill. And no, don't stop. You're good. But anyway, Winston Churchill. All right, gang. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Mrs. O'Leary's cowl, right? What year, Google, what year was the Great Chicago Fire? What year was the Great Chicago Fire? Hi, Nick. How are you?
Rick said 18.7 something, which is the closest one so far.
Yep, that's closest so far. You know what? A fellow at work, we were talking a little bit about the Chicago Fire. He was. I thought he had it there for a second, and he just guessed it out thin air. He said 1874, but it was not right. I told him it was right because I don't know, I was busy doing something else. And I was kind of amazed. But yeah, come to find out, no, that is incorrect. It is not 1874, but it is 1870. What? And this is what? A 222-point question, is it not?
Miss Beth got it.
Hey, there's Miss Beth for the 222 points. Yes?
Yes.
All right. By the way, we didn't give Riv his points for the last one either. How many points was that question worth?
137.
137. All right, Riv. 137. Got to pretend to write that down right now. 137. Got it. But anyway, gang, Great Chicago Fire. We'll just say fires have been on the brain lately, I guess. And I wonder what kind of news. I got to actually look out in that period's periodicals to see what they were going, especially here in the East, what they were saying about that fire. I'm just kind of curious. Now, maybe we'll have a desk night about that. We'll see.
Rick wants to buy a valve.
Can I buy a valve? How much? No. Anyway, these ships with a P. Anyway, gang, the HMS Titanic had two sister ships. What were they named? The HMS Titanic had two sister ships. What were they named? And really, this painting could never have happened because I do not believe the one was around for the other two. Now, two of them could have been together at the same time, but I think that third one wasn't actually completed until the other one was on the ocean floor.
Rick has one.
Uh-oh. The Eagle stepsisters. We need both. He knows the other one.
Yeah, Rick got it.
He's got the other one too?
Yeah.
Why did I not see this yet?
Are you in live chat or top chat?
I don't know. I got to figure that out. There you go. The iceberg. The Olympic and the Britannic. That's right. And then, like I said, this painting probably could have never happened because I don't think the Britannic was anywhere near in completion before the Titanic went down onto, down to the watery grave. Willie says the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. No, those were some other sister ships. Well, I don't know if they were sisters, but that was some other thing. But anyway, gang. In what city? Oh, the next one. You know what? We'll go ahead and click over to the picture. And if you know the answer by the picture, go ahead. Feel free to yell it out or type it in. I won't hear the yell, but it depends on how far away you are and how loud you can yell. Anyway, gang, what city is the Louisiana Mint located? What city is the Louisiana Mint located? The original one.
Paul got it.
Who?
AWR.
Hi, all right, the AWR. Congrats. How many points for this question?
1,000.
1,000.
1,000.
1,000?
Just 1,000.
Not 1,001.
1,001. Why not?
1,001. There you go. 1,001 points. I gotta remember. I gotta pretend to write this down. 1,001 points to Paul. Yeah, as I understand it, it is now a museum. What is going on? Oh my goodness. Operators. Here, don't mind me. I got to reach over you for a second. we're fancy. We're actually using two computers, and the other one just decided to, I don't know, leap off the building or something. I don't know what it's doing up there. But anyway, yeah, AWR. That is the New Orleans Mint, and was going over some interesting facts about that. Would love to go to that museum at some point. I don't know so much about going to New Orleans itself. Unless you're in the tourist area, I understand it gets a little bit hairy on the outsides, but Mark the Mark Hunter, hi! And, but anyway, here we go. Ready or not? Where are we at? That was number what? I lost track.
6. You're on number 7.
Number 7. Boris Karloff famously played what, or which, or whose, more appropriately, whose monster? Boris Karloff famously played whose monster?
SWP, I got it.
SWPA. Congrats. Now, how many points, before I forget, how many points does that get?
987.
987. Wait, Paul just got 1,001 and he gets 987?
All right, give him 1,002.
1,002. Oh my goodness. 1,002 for SWPA. That's right, gang. Frankenstein. Now, we actually will be going into Frankenstein in a later desk show, because not only is it quite historical in its early developing of the genre of horror, but also too, it triggered something in the American psyche, okay? Because in the movies, they were triggering a different source of emotions with this genre of movies. And I don't want to say it was the first time, but it was probably one of the first times that it actually had a, shall we say, an unexpected impact. But we will go into Frankenstein, Boris Karloff, and yes, that's right, Mary Shelley. And kind of really go through the whole nuts and bolts of the thing. Nuts and bolts. Okay, maybe that was a bad pun. But anyway, Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster. Because, and again, for anyone who wants to be particular, Frankenstein actually the monster had no name. He was Frankenstein's okay. But we all know him as Frankenstein, right? It's weird how that has passed into the lexicon when really he had no name. But anyway. That's John Cena's father. Is that the wrestler?
Yeah. David Carlisle says Frankenstein is his neighbor.
I used to have a neighbor that looked like that. He was dead for a week when they found him.
Oh, God.
But anyway, gang. All right, moving right along. Oh, here's another hint. Here's another question with an answer. That's going to be a date. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and click over onto the photograph now. What year was the Boston Tea Party? What year was the Boston Tea Party? So far, I see 1774, 1976, 2023, which is funny, Mark, because we'll get to that in a second. 1775, 1713, 1775. Uh-oh, it's my information. Hey, there you go, Miss Beth, 1773. Congrats. How many points does Miss Beth win?
3 million.
3 million points.
And 7.
3 million, 7? Holy, yeah, how long that's going to take for me to write down one? I count out the zeros. 1, 2, 3. No, okay, I'll pretend later. But anyway, 1773. What really got me thinking about the Boston Tea Party Okay, they were a little irate about. I wonder if anybody tried drinking the harbor after they dumped. No, I don't know. But anyway, I wonder if we were to have a Boston Tea Party today, what would we be throwing into Boston Harbor? If we as Americans were upset about taxation, what are we going to be dumping into the Boston Harbor today? Would we be shoving in our Lexuses or Teslas? Would we be throwing our iPhones into the? No, I don't see that happening. Politicians.
Politicians.
Yeah, I would like to throw a couple of those into the harbor, by all means. Cigarettes. That's a good one. Yes, cigarettes. They are. I don't understand the price of cigarettes, really. How they are taxed at all. Or, yeah, Miss Beth Budweiser. Yes, we're going to say another overly taxed item. We can't really throw gasoline into the harbor, can we? Mark says there is enough crap in there now. It doesn't need anything more. Yeah. Willie says Nancy Pelosi. Yes, she need. Well, she was probably there for the original Boston Tea Party. But anyway, gang, there you have it. The Boston Tea Party. Moving right along. Question number 9. Hit another year question. And it's going to be about that thing. Golden Gate Bridge was opened and finished in what year? The Golden Gate Bridge was finished/opened in what year? I lost my water. See, we got a couple there. We have 1934, close. 1325, not so much close. Treasure hunting SWPA, I'm a teaaholic. I tried going completely away from coffee and going strictly into tea. It lasted a little bit. 1930, 1931, 1936.
Some of them are closed.
Yes, opened. And, you know what, I'm hoping.
Oh, Miss Beth got it.
Miss Beth, now what's the points now for Miss Beth?
7.
7?
7.
You went from millions to 7? I don't know.
Because I do believe that she has the most points.
Well, I don't think it's possible for anybody to catch up after already giving her several million points. Yes, Miss Beth, I missed it. Where were we? 1937. And congrats. And again, folks, hint, year date. Could be one of them. But anyway, gang, moving right along to number 10. I like this one. Because I'm actually doing a little bit of work on it because I want to know why. And this question may not even be right because for years and years, I was under the impression that this question was right, but I cannot find any resources really to back it up. Although it's generally known. Anyway, am I talking about too much about the question? Yes. Okay. The U.S. dollar bill, and it's not an eagle. The U.S. dollar bill features what animal as a security feature? What animal is it? It's very small in the top right corner.
SWP, I got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
SWPA got it just before Rick did.
Boink. And there he is, the little owl. Now, for years and years and years, I was always under the impression that it was there as a security feature. I don't know why this computer keeps doing that. But just recently, I was doing a little bit more research on it, and there are some different opinions as far as what that was. And believe it or not, there's actually a couple more. They say there's a couple more. Do I think they're owls? No. They say that there's a couple more along the bottom of the bill, but I'm not really all that convinced. But anyway, check it out. Hey, if you got $1, check it out. Do I have $1 here? I don't have $1 here. I was saying we'll put it underneath the coin cam, but yeah. But anyway, game night looks more like a big kill it. No, but
I would have to agree with them. It does look like a spider.
You think it looks like a spider?
Yeah. It doesn't look like an owl.
Wouldn't that be funny if it was a spider?
Mm-hmm.
But for life and whatever, even on the net, not that I can believe everything on the net, but I actually have to find something that's halfway intelligent to read in regards to the owl.
Willie says I'm married. I have Or a thing from Adam's family.
It could be, yes. It could be a hand. It could be thing.
Could be.
Oh, goodness. Well, anyway, gang, just as a reminder, one more time, save the dates, because any of the answers that you heard tonight that had a date in it will be your entry into the community-sponsored giveaway coming up in 2 shows. Next show's the desk show. The show after that will be the community-sponsored giveaway. So write them down, remember them, or whatever, because during that show, during the community-sponsored giveaway show, you'll be prompted to throw it into the chat at some point in order for the computer to trigger your entry. And we'll check it periodically to see if people are in it or not, or whatever. But it should be a good evening. But anyway. Oh, gang, that's about all we have for game night tonight. But don't forget, Reiser Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. We'll be back every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this evening, there will be an afterglow. We are actually going to look at some Romans. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of Romans, I don't know if I shared it with anybody else or not. All right. So, I was oh, Miss Beth, I'm going to tell on myself a little bit. So early one morning, this is why I don't do any typing before 8 o'clock in the morning. So in the morning, I was sending off Miss Beth an email, and I sometimes I'll do a rough draft, and then I'll let it sit until I'm more awake or conscious of what I'm writing. And I've been talking to several people about these Romans that if you save for the afterglow, you're going to see them. We'll put them underneath the coin cam, and we'll talk a little bit about them. But I took care of a little bit of business in this email. I was writing to Miss Beth, of all people, Miss Beth, the sweetest gal there is on the planet. So did I show you what it was I wrote? Oh my goodness! So this is going. So. And these are the words that came out. It says, spent some time last night with a Roman. He was probus. Of all things, later on, I mean, it's the truth, but it came out so dirty.
You did tell me.
I can't send Miss Beth that, because I mean, it was all about coins. There was nothing dirty about it. But then later on, when I kind of looked at it, I was like, I have to edit this. This does not sound right. Yes, I spent some time last night with a Roman. He was probus. No, that just should never. I don't know.
Should I be jealous?
I don't know what was going. I mean, there was nothing that was. It was actually what was going on, but not going on. I don't know. I think it's made that worse now. Oh my goodness. So again, anybody who I send email to and it's early in the morning, I apologize. And especially if they're on. Oh my goodness! And what a couple, a couple of weeks ago, I sent the fellas, a couple of guys I text back and forth with. I sent them where I was metal detecting at and told them I loved them. Yes.
I am jealous over that one.
Yeah. Usually I let Sandy know where we're at in the woods, and just in case anything should happen or I don't show up for dinner. Well, yeah, she knows where to start looking. But oh my goodness, I'm not saying it's aliens, but
Miss Beth said I wish you would have said that.
oh my goodness. Anyway, gang, why do I have all of this stuff up here? All right, let's see if we can run a little bit better if we remove some stuff here. And by the way, I keep running through this idea that we are. All right, Willie, have a great night.
Bye, Willie.
And but yeah, gang, we are going to have an afterglow tonight, and I'm hoping I'm not deleting anything I need.
Rib says, wait, you didn't mean that, Charlie?
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, gang, for those who are staying, hang tight, sit tight, go grab yourself a liquid snack, or a candy bar, or a peanut chew, or more popcorn. Just don't get the popcorn from, well, somebody's, yeah. But anyway, gang, we'll be right back in about 5 minutes. For those who are leaving, have a great night, and we'll see you back next Sunday for more of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Anyway, get ready for the afterglow. We'll be here in about 5 minutes, maybe. We'll see. Here we go. And we're back, and we're trying to add this here, and that's not what. Oh, no, no. How about that? Boink. There we go. That'll work. Anyway, we're back. Hi, hi. Oh, there's Jersey Ray Diggs. Hi, hi. And let's take a look at some Romans, shall we? And wonder if there's any Probus in here. Anyway, anyway, gang, new to the Emporium, we've got some Romans. Now, none of these have been priced yet. They will be upcoming. Is a Roman going into the treasure pack? I think that's what we're going to call the giveaway coming up in 2 weeks. The treasure pack. And but anyway, I think maybe one of the Romans that is of less clarity. And we had to talk about these a little bit. What's funny about the Roman coinage or the ancient coinage, people are all over the place in regards to grading. And I was reading a little bit by the NGC and how they grade the Romans. And I had this conversation. It was weird. It's completely unrelated. I had this conversation with my local coin shop guy, and he's been trying to sell me this Morgan that he has probably for the past month or two now. I just have no interest in it. He says, but it's graded MS60, whatever. I think it's 62. I think it's a 62, MS62. But there is no eye appeal whatsoever to that Morgan dollar. And I was like, you know what? I'm not really interested in Morgans to begin with because I think they are such old hat. He says, I'm willing to give it to you for a great price. But I says, there's no eye appeal. It just doesn't really, there's toning to it. There's a little bit of dirt on it, which surprised me that NGC would have graded it. It's slabbed, but it just does not have eye appeal. And with that train of thought is how I'm actually looking at these Romans. Not only are we looking to see what the clarity is, but we're also seeing if there is eye appeal. Now, alone, the Roman coins, your ancient coinage, is wonderful. And for any young coin collector, numismatist, or any young person who is fascinated with history, we'll say, the Romans is a good place to start for a coin collection, especially with ancients, because they're most readily available. Believe it or not, still. I was reading a little bit earlier in the week about some of the Roman coinage and how each emperor sometimes had hundreds of coins minted during their reign, even a short reign. I believe Probus, Maximus, Probus, he himself had, I don't remember the exact number, but it was many, many different types of coinage minted. And Roman mints, there's just so much you can get into. But this first one will eventually be offered for sale at the Emporium. And I think it is a dandy. It does have some clear details. And I'm actually quite fond of this one. But this one is going to go over into the Emporium at some point. I have no idea in regards to what the price is or where we're going to be at with price. Just haven't gotten that far along with them as of yet. One of the Romans will be donated to the Mark the Berg Hunter benefit that's coming up on Mike Lyman's channel next week. So if you want a shot at one, there will be one over there being offered for that benefit. But
and I have no links for anybody's channels anymore. Sorry.
No, that's fine. That's the other thing. I've been kind of contemplating starting up Rosie again, Nightbot. But I just don't know how she's going to run with StreamYard. I know she will do it. But again, I kind of was thinking about upgrading this whole computer thing because 3 bytes of, this antique of a machine is just not quite doing it. This, this machine is now. This machine is over a dozen year, or I think 12 years old. So technology.
Didn't you get there
Yes.
close to when we met?
Yes. So this machine is kind of it's an antique in itself in regards to technology. But but yeah, gang, this is one of the Romans, and there's a lot there to be classified and identified. Does this have the Roman numerals at the bottom? No. But I've been going through a lot of them, and these were purchased in bulk. So kind of a little bit of work to do with them. Where's the rest of them? Oh, here they are. And again, they'll be available at different prices and etc. And some of them are in wonderful, wonderful shape. Some not so much. And of course, again, it's not only eye appeal, but what the clarity is. And if you like death and gore and things, actually a Roman coin can fit that bill, because on some of their coins were depicted images of stabbings and beheadings and all that good stuff. He's got a spiky hairdo. And sorry about that glare. Let's see if we can flatten this out a little bit to get that glare out of there a little bit.
Want me to hold my hands up there?
No. And when we upgrade the machine, I don't know what we're doing or yet. And hi, Lady Spitfire, hi. And you see the Roman numerals down there. Let's see if I can pull this from my memory. The two Roman numerals at the bottom denotes the denomination. This is see if I can do this from memory. I'm sorry if I have this messed up. This would be a 20 denarii, or denarius. No, denarii. Denarii. And the little triangle just above the second X denotes the mint. So hey, this one we've got 3/4 of the way figured out. What are they doing? Oh, I know what they're doing. I think this is the probus. Is this the offering of the wreath to the emperor? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Could be. I don't know. I'll look at it. It could be. This could be another probus. That one. Romans, lend me your ears. That's gotta hurt. Boy, look at that one. Look at the lettering. Oh boy. The lettering is looking sharp. Headdress is good. Facial details are good. And I was also reading too about the early mintage of the Romans. They beat to death their dies. Some of the coinage isn't necessarily from age, it's from wear of the die. They beat those dies to death.
That's a beauty. Mine.
But probably in about a week or two, you'll start seeing these come to the Emporium. And, well, we'll, don't know what that was. Oh. But we're just having a little bit of a look-see at them here. And again, same thing, has the 20 symbol down there. The mint mark, which should be underneath of them, is obscured. Though that does not look like a triangle or an epsilon, so we'll have to get to the books on that one to figure out which one that is.
AWR says a Roman fell to the floor. You knocked a Roman on the floor?
Actually, I was an Indian I knocked to the floor.
I hope he shoots you with his bow and arrow.
No, that's not going to be Probus. But yeah, we'll get a look at it. Now, you have two, when these are offered on the Emporium, a couple of things are going to happen. You'll have a choice. There's always a choice. But no, what I mean is there's going to be a choice. I bought these in bulk, like I said, and I purposely did not want to know who they were. And because all the fun of it's researching and trying to find out who they are, where they were minted, how much they were worth. I thought that was highly interesting when I was reading up about it a little bit. What can they buy? And what was their purchasing power? And we had very good detail on that bust. But anyway, when these go to the Emporium to actually be offered for sale, you'll have the choice of either knowing who they are or not knowing. So you can do your own research and figure them out yourselves. Or if you just want to know who they are and be done with it, then yes, I'll be more than happy to offer that information, whatever I have to you. And there's a different type of mint mark there.
AWR says, are they expensive?
You know what, AWR? They are relatively inexpensive. They are not expensive whatsoever. Some of the Romans that you see slabbed, sometimes they drive me a little bit nuts because some of the ones I see slabbed, they're offering for a couple $100, and I think that value is just not there. The value's in the slab. These are nominal. It really depends on the clarity and what grade they are in. I don't know if I have an example coming up. We'll just say a Roman coin. A Roman coin that has very little clarity. Maybe you can make out the bust. Maybe there's something in the back. Maybe it's not completely white clean. $10 or $15. The ones that you're looking at, they probably range from anywhere between 20 to 40. But they are relatively inexpensive. And to really do a nice collection of maybe one from each emperor wouldn't break the bank. And again, young collectors always say, if you want to start a collection, start with dimes. Because even if you wanted a collection of mercuries, a lot of the mercury dimes are fairly inexpensive. You can get slabbed mercuries even between $10 and $20. I mean, you're not going to get the 1916, was it the 1916D? Is that the expensive one? But But yeah, if a young collector wanted a collection of dimes, they can do it rather inexpensively. The hobby doesn't have to be a $1 million venture. And even with Romans, some of the even some of the silver Romans can be had for $50-$60. That's a good deal. Usually they run probably more between 80 and 100, depending on what they are, as with anything. But even with some of the silver Romans, they can be had for relatively decent prices. Oh, yeah, I really want to know what's around this guy's neck.
Audrey asks, do you have a good coin supplier?
Yes. Do I have his card here? I do, maybe. Yes. Perfect Jewelry. He operates out of the Berlin Farmers Market. And he's decent with his prices. He can always be talked down. Don't let him sell you with the sticker price. But he can always be talked down. He doesn't like reals, which good for me. And he doesn't like copper because he's more of a precious metal dealer. So if you want copper, early copper, he'll usually cut you a decent deal on some of the stuff that he has, even in the higher grades. He just doesn't care for the stuff. He's looking for gold and silver, which is weird because the reals are silver. But that's here and there. Yeah, everybody's got a fair thing. Hi, Audra, by the way, if I didn't say hello. But he's got a pretty good bust to him. Wow, is his eye socket out there? He looks shocked. What are you looking at? But anyway, what is the little crown?
Oh.
But I don't think we're gonna get the name. The name of the emperor will be in that top right quadrant. Oh, am I pointing at it? Yeah, his name would be there, right in there. And where am I at? This is my already did pile. This is my to-do pile. Okay.
AWR says, Charlie, we need to talk with you about buying some coins.
Yes, by all means. And
The creeper said, he really said side-eye.
side-eye. He's like a chicken.
Some chickens are mean.
Well, that could be like instead of wasn't that what they call the top part of the chicken, the crown?
Yeah.
See? Yes. Now, see, his bust is not so wonderful. The lettering is not that great. It's there. It's just not all that wonderful. And bronze, by the way. And the reverse, we're going to have anything? We got a little. And some of the conversations we've been having about the Romans, you can probably do a better job of classifying and identifying with the reverse than you can with the obverse, unless the lettering's there for the emperor's name. So for this one, for example, I would start probably with the reverse. Also, too, the actual crown on the emperor itself is easy to pick out because they were only there for specific coins. A lot of them would have the regular headdress and not necessarily the crown. Is that like the Slender Man?
The Tin Man, honey.
Oh, the Tin Man?
The Wizard of Oz?
Yes. Or like the Ghost, the Slender Man? Or Ghoul? I don't know.
Could be.
That's what Mrs. AWR said. It looks like the Tin Man.
Yeah. The creeper says Slender Man has a blank white face.
Oh, well, these could be blank white faces. There's bronzed over.
Yeah, just put a little white dot on there, you know.
Is that a B? Could this be another Probus? I don't know. I don't remember his hair being like that in the back.
AWR says Mr. Green Jeans.
Mr. Green Jeans. There's a fella that's here in the neighborhood we call Mr. Green Jeans. He wears a pair of Dickies every day of his life. Green Dickies.
Spitfire says she sees a skull now.
It kind of looks like he's got a skull. And a little bit of a reflection there. Hi, Cheapskate. How are you? Oh, there's that mint mark again. And they look busy up there, don't they? What's that thing?
It kind of looks like one of those fishes that has like the little spiky things on them.
This one,
They look like kind of like evil fish.
this one I know, but anyway, gang. There's the first official look at the Romans. They will be coming up at the Emporium probably next week or so.
Slenderman family.
The Slender Man family? No, they were a bunch of Romans.
Well, no, look, there's the mom and the dad, and then the kid. It's like they're holding the hands of a kid.
But anyway, gang, I tell you what, there's stuff on this desk I still haven't gotten prices on yet. Here's another look at the 1863 Indian. And looks like two priests, one holding a scepter or staff. And Miss Beth says, I got to finish my Walkers, Franklins, and Canadian large cents. And and yeah, we haven't even gotten this really a good look at it. This is actually going to come out of this holder, and we're actually going to go over it really good because I don't really agree with what it was originally graded at. But we're going to take an actual deeper look at it before it goes anywhere or gets sold, because I just want to make sure it is what it is. And it is dirty. Yay! Hasn't been cleaned, thank goodness. And but hair is good, Liberty's good, it's okay. And but we'll take a better look at that in an upcoming episode, and once that gets over to the Emporium itself. And I'm going to have to get rid of the coin cam for a second, because there's other stuff that won't fit. Actually, will it fit? We have a thing that was going to go into the giveaway at some point, but it's too big. It is from the Millennium Coin Collection, a 13th century Byzantium cup-shaped, that's right, cup-shaped, it's conical, cup-shaped trachea. And there's a whole write-up on it. We're going to first take a look at it underneath the coin cam. Maybe. Oh, it's too big. And but it's in its own holder, which I'll show you here in a second. Wow, is that big underneath the coin cam? Is there detail to it? There's a little detail to it. It's not wonderful. It's not great. Probably the price for this thing is going to be mainly because of the holder and the history that goes along with it. But nice piece. This is more of a piece that you're going to throw into the curio cabinet, more so than the actual book. And yes. And on the reverse, this is the actual conical side, and you can see actually the pressing of, I guess the obverse would be the other side. This would have to be the reverse. But it comes in this nice little holder. Nothing too fancy. It's just a piece more for the curio cabinet than anything else. Oh, well, should I show it here? Should I show it? Let me get rid of the coin tin. Wait. See? Oh, I only dropped it 3 times now. Of course, it's kind of hard to display it because it should be kind of leaned back. It would be nice to have like in a plate holder. Do we have any plate holders left?
I don't know.
Plastic plate holders? I'll tell you what, if anybody is interested in this, and if I have them, I'll send along a plate holder for it. That way it'll sit kind of like that and it'd be nice for display in a, like I said, like a curio cabinet. Not so much your book, but it's conical. How many conical coins do you have in your collection? Old. But anyway, gang, that's that. That's going into the Emporium for $38 shipped in the U.S. And that'll be going with, that won't be going up priority. That'll be going up parcel because it's too darn big. I lost my spot where I was. And you know what, gang? We will go over to the, actually, there's nothing new in the Emporium's slideshow. We still have the Baltimore, Ohio lock. We still have 2 editions of the treasure magazines. We still have the same books that were there from last week. We still have 2 scary, you know what, we're just going to show it again. That way, in case anybody chooses or has an interest, they can actually see the products for themselves. And, oops, don't want to do that. Share screen. Window? No. Entire screen. Yes. Yes. Share. And we're going to pop that up. And that's not what I want. Oh, Charlie, you were right. Both of them were Jetnas. Oh boy. Awesome, awesome. That one is a nice jet. The one that wasn't really sure about, that one it's not as nice as the other one, but they are nice. My mom had a shadow box. I'm using it as a coin display box. Neat. And see if this is going to work how I'm hoping it may. Well, kind of, sort of. I thought I clicked on something. Down because I'm not liking how that's coming up on the. That's better. And that's better yet. Well, anyway, gang, we do have, that's the Baltimore, Ohio Railroad Switch lock with key. And that's $67 shipped. If you want to see more photos of that, go to the last streams. And we show actually all the photos of it. On the back is engraved B&O Railroad, and as well as the key. And the key is what makes that piece nice. And I don't know what I clicked on. Ah! Oh. Approximately 17 inches tall, $26 shipping included. You need a scary doll for security or whatnot. There you go. You can have one of your very own. This one is indeed scary. But yeah, it's approximately 17 inches tall, $26 shipped to your door. You don't need a German Shepherd. You just need a scary doll. And you've got another scary doll. That's right. This is about the same height as the other one. And this one is $26 shipped. And yeah, I tell you, can you imagine that thing just sitting right in the middle of the floor when you came home from a long day toil at work? Yes. And we do have a book about Greek coins. Excellent resource material. And it's a soft hardcover. I know that sounds weird, but it's $19 shipped. There's a lot of illustrations in it, so you'll be able to match your coinage up, etc. But it's a soft hardcover, meaning it's not exactly the hardest hardcover you've ever come across, but it's not a soft cover either. And we're just running through these real quick in case there's any interest whatsoever. There's the 2 copies of the Lost Treasure magazines. One is the May, and one is the June of 2017. Both of those can be had $9 shipped, and everything with this purchase goes towards the charity. And there's those. We also have a hardcover version of The Pirate Hunter. That's right, gang. A book by that guy. And I always want to say this because some things I will fully endorse. Some things I sell, I will say it's good for reference and leave it at that. The Pirate Hunter by Richard Zacks. And this is the true story of Captain Kidd. This is a hardcover again. And it's used. It's $21 shipped. The information is good. It's factual. I agree. I just don't agree necessarily entirely with Richard Zacks' interpretation of those facts. But inside, he talks a lot about the trial. He talks a lot about the journey back from Madagascar. And he does miss a couple of things. Like the one thing that he did miss was the mutineers, when they came back to the colonies, first went to French Guiana. And he doesn't really mention that in the book at all. And I thought that was an important part of the story in itself, at least for me anyway, because how the mutineers got back to the colonies before Kidd is, I think, is a very important piece of information that shouldn't be overlooked. Because Kidd himself had his, shall we say, trials, not only leaving Madagascar in the broken shape he was in, but also, too, the journey back for him was no easy task. And it was strange because not only did the mutineers stop at French Guiana before coming up north into the colonies, they had the other stop, and then they still beat him up here. But anyway, boy, did I really go off on the rails on that. But anyway, Richard Zacks, The Pirate Hunter, $21 shipped to your door. And again, like I say, his info's good. Just maybe his interpretation of the facts are a little bit generous, we'll say. He always wants to keep Kidd as the privateer. And at this stage of all of my research, I'm not going to say I disagree. I just have a hard time calling Kidd fully a privateer. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. And Kidd did a lot of quacking and walking like a duck. Anyway, get off of it. And those 2 things there are no longer available. Oh, we have this one. By Peter Earl. Treasure Hunt, Shipwreck, Diving, and the Quest for Treasure in an Age of Heroes. This is like new. It's very like new. I don't think it's ever been read. Not even by me, because I have a copy of this. I have a soft cover copy of this. This is a wonderful book. If you want to learn how they treasure hunted back in the day, when we're talking a couple hundred years ago, not necessarily now, this is the book to have. It goes into diving bells. It goes into dredging. We're talking dredging from 200 years ago. And very interesting book. But this is like new, hardcover, $23, shipped to you. And if you have an interest in it, there you have it. Wow, did afterglow sales portion went far over longer. I guess the Roman part took a bit. But anyway, gang, that's what we got in the Emporium so far. If you have an interest in the Romans, they will be coming up. If you have an interest in the 1863 Indian set, that will be coming up into the Emporium. What other stuff we got? There's a largie that still has to get priced and figured out where we want to be. By the way, sometimes when I give you the sneak peek at the coinage, sometimes you'll see them in the little plastic holders. I don't like them, and it's just me. That's nothing. I'm not going to say they're no good. Oops, helps if I have the coin cam on so you can see. And we'll change it over. I myself don't prefer these holders. I don't like them. I don't want them to rattle around. So if you happen to see a sneak peek at a coin in one of these holders, they will not be coming to you like that. In fact, when they finally get offered for sale, they will not be in any type of holder at all. They will be in a flip. And we do that for a couple of reasons. Before anything gets sold, if I have anything to be resold, they will not be in a cardboard flip with staples. Staples are bad. Staples are evil. And they'll be coming to you on a flip. Will actually take, before they purchase again, there will be more photos of them without the flip. You know what I want, Charlie? Probus. Hi.
That is Miss Beth.
Oh, okay.
She's on her husband's bed.
All I know, we got a guy here in chat named Steven who wants a Probus. And and oh goodness.
AWR says, does that one have a mint mark?
Negative. Wait, this one, the largie, or the well, nothing in the past 10 minutes had a mint mark. If you're talking about Romans, some of the Romans did. But
okay, Miss Beth said, love my package, thank you for the gift.
yes, absolutely.
And Paul said, is that a large?
That is a largie. And again, I don't like these plastic capsules. It's me. Liberty's good. I should take this out now. No, I'll wait so I can do it carefully, not be in a rush. I like the hair. Hair is good. Stars are okay. Date's good. Dirt's good. We're diggers. We like dirty. We like dirt. We can deal with dirt. Nose and eyes good. Hair's okay. Reef's okay. Not the best one. Oh, from there I thought I saw something, but no, maybe not. A little bit die crack. See, and again, I don't like these capsules. What's funny is my local coin shop guy, he loves these capsules. He thinks there's something special. I'm like, it's like there's nothing special about it. It creates glare. They rattle in there. Why? I don't know. So we actually need to take a closer look at these because I see something funky with it. It may just be dirt. But And Miss Beth, you are very welcome. I try to include with any kind of sale something that is unique to myself as far as what I dug. Something's been going on inside my head, and I put the white soft holders in. They're okay. I'm really leaning towards using strictly the flips because the flips you can actually put cardboard on the other side and put your notes. Maybe perhaps what you paid and obviously what it is and what year it is. But I just think it's all better for the coin. And if you're storing them correctly, I also don't like those holders either because I have this kind of weird thing in the back of my mind that there's no way for any kind of air circulation or going on. I don't want to, definitely do not want to trap air in that holder. So it's another reason I don't like those holders at all. And and some of these holders are ridiculous. Like this one. This one here is with a thrickle, a 3 cent, 3 cent piece. Thrickle. It's a thrickle. And but anyway, don't like those. I forgot where I was leading to with all that. I got sidetracked because I don't like these holders. What was I going on about? Oh, I guess. Hello.
I don't know what you're going on about. I'm trying to answer messages and stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. But anyway, gang, it was perfect with the book. Yes. That's what I was going on about. So anyway, so any purchases, I try to send something along that's relevant. I dug that token, and to me, recently, I've had this strange thing going on in my brain. Our finds are no good unless you can share them. And I knew Miss Beth had an interest in tokens. Actually, not until you purchased the book that I remember. I was like, yes, we were actually in the same accord as far as our enjoyment of tokens. So I thought, you know what? I've got a token that's just sitting around in a book doing nothing. So I decided to send it along. So I hope you enjoy it. And I think I may have a video on that token somewheres in the channel. I don't remember where. It's been too long ago. But yes, I am glad that you like it. But again, and that's a thing that's going on in my brain now. There's just so much stuff I have just laying around, laying in books, laying in boxes, which annoys me, that's not getting shared. So I thought if we can start farming some of this stuff out to the people I know who would enjoy it, why not? So anyway, I'm glad that you like it. And that's the bigger part of me. I just gotten to that point where we amass this stuff. And I love how some people, Deej included, that will be donating. I know that a lot of you guys are donating your finds to the Historical Society, which is great for the area. And I think stuff just does not belong in boxes. And besides, we're only mortal. When we decide to toil off of this planet, why, what happens to all our stuff? Because whoever comes in behind us isn't going to know what the stuff is. If it does have any kind of weird value, actually financial value, I hate to even talk about that, but they're not going to know what to do with it. And it's better that we share it now while we're living and breathing and while we can, because after we pass, it won't be shared. It's going to be dumped off to some auction house. It's going to be sold off as a box lot, and it's just going to be spread out to people who don't really care. So I'd rather give it to people who care now. Anyway, tell me to stop that stuff. But anyway. But that's my new thought process about it. I don't know. No, I don't know if he's going to be in your book or not. I don't know. Hi, Deej. Oh, Deej was lurking on me. And yes, Deej, I always want to say I'm envious of what Deej does with the Historical Society. I wish we could do that here. But unfortunately, our Historical Society, I don't want to say frowns on detectorists. I don't know if that's the right. We'll just say they're not receptive.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yes, they kind of haven't quite recognized the potential behind what a metal detectors can do, or take advantage of their passion. I've learned far more history on my own with having a passion for history than I ever did in college. And it was good to see in Red Bank and how they kind of had the detectors there. There was somewhere else I saw recently they had detectors, and I thought of all places, I was shocked that they would let that happen. And I don't remember. No, it was not Gettysburg, but it was somewhere Civil War related. It blew my mind.
That's why Gettysburg got in my mind.
Yeah, well,
Oh, no, it was it Antietam?
no, because they just recently locked people up, and that blows my mind too. They recently just locked up more people.
It was one of the places that you took me the very first time we went to Gettysburg.
I don't know. I can't remember. But really touch base on that too. It hasn't hit the news yet, but it's probably going to be here soon. They caught more people metal detecting Antietam battlefield. And what's weird is it was all plastered all over the news about the two previous guys. It's probably been 2 years now, maybe a year and a half. No, I think it was more closer to 2 years. And they got the maximum sentence for basically metal detecting at Antietam. And, I don't feel bad for them at all. How many places there are to legally metal detect around Antietam without going onto the federally protected land? I just find it weird. But it's just weird. I don't know. But yeah, eventually it's probably going to hit the media pretty soon. Yeah, they call another couple of guys detecting around I won't really mess this up. There's a schoolhouse that's part of the battlefield, and they were metal detecting around that. And which funny part is that schoolhouse is right alongside the main road. It didn't take long to catch them. Like, what are you guys doing? And of course, it was towards night, and yeah, it just didn't go well. But I'm sure that's going to be in the media here pretty soon. Mine wasn't either until my last donation and my upcoming donation. Very, very good, Deej. I'm excited to see the next. Don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen Friday's video yet. It's in my little saved watch later file. Speaking of watch later, do you guys have the same thing as I do? I have 124 videos to watch later. Some of it's like house stuff, how to repair your well or how to clean your pump or something. And I figure I'll get to that at some point. But I have tons of stuff in my watch later file. Usually I'll have them playing in the car or playing while I'm in the shower or well, that's a scary thought. But yeah, I'll have them doing that to try and catch up. And then sometimes that won't work because I have to actually watch. But yeah, I tell you. So stuff going on. Well, we got vacation coming up. One of the weird movie night. Basically, it has to be an easy show to do. We'll be here. We'll be watching the movie along with, not here, but we'll be somewhere. And it had to be something easy I could do and put together and schedule because we won't necessarily be home. So we got the weird movie night coming up, and that'll be scheduled and already uploaded, and we'll tune in with everybody when that happens because that's actually a vacation week. The special desk for 7/23. I have no clue what that's going to be yet. I thought about wandering around the cemetery and picking out a couple of people of, I don't want to say historical significance. We want to say No, I do want to say we just won't use the word prominence. And we'll see if we can't put together a little biographical sketch of those people that, with information we can just obtain from the tombstones. That's an idea I had. I don't know if that's actually come to fruition or not, but that might be the special for 723. And since we are going live at 7 o'clock, it'll still be daylight out, so it's not like we'll be kicked out of the cemetery. But Deej says, yes, I have a ton in watch later. And yeah, I tell you what, I need about maybe 6 more hours of the day. We need a 30-hour day. And I did not get out metal detecting today. I did not get out metal detecting yesterday. I should have yesterday, but I didn't. And after I saw how hot it was going to be today, I regret not getting out yesterday. But we were working on different stuff. But I'm hoping to, and the tides were against me. The tides were noon for us on Saturday. I'm really, all right. So this is the thing. I've been researching cobs, Spanish cobs, and I want to find one. I could buy one, but I want to find one. And so I'm going to be doing a lot of coastal searching where I know there was anchorage points. There's some fantastic maps. Hopefully, with our North Jersey people, hopefully you guys have access to the same maps. They're from 1832, and they show the anchorage points where ships would anchor and take on supplies. So usually if there's an on-land freshwater supply, typically there would be an anchorage somewhere close by, whether it's an inlet, harbor, or a river. And they would load supplies onto the ships because they weren't getting wood from any of the major ports because they would be paying through the nose for it. So, like, for example, Philadelphia, if we talk along the Delaware Bay, your ships would not be loading firewood in Philadelphia. It'd be just far too expensive. But they would be loading wood further along down the bay, like in Lewis, Delaware, or on the Jersey side, you have several landings that they could choose from, or the Nantucket, or anywhere like that. But anyway. All right, have a great night, Audra. And I have to go back. I saw something from Deej saying Jackson and I are going to Gettysburg in August. Awesome. It's going to be hot. And staying at the Cashtown Inn for 2 nights. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What is cob? A cob. A Spanish cob. It predates the real. The do I have one? I do not have one handy. They are not round. They are more than likely clipped. They are strictly done by weight. And wonder if I have one anywhere. Do I have photographs? Do I have, let me minimize this for a second to see if I have a photograph of a cob. I have one that's locked away 2 flights of stairs away, which I don't want to run and get. Let me click on this. You guys aren't even seeing this, so but I can share the screen if I find one here. There are all kinds of different shapes. There is no roundness to a cob. And the Spanish cobs were crudely cut. However, they do have some of the familiar designs that a real has. I can Google it. Oh, okay, because yeah, I don't have a photograph available. I wish I had mine here. I would put it under the coin can. But some of those get crazy in pricing, believe it or not. They are crude coinage. And what people are, again, we talk about eye appeal versus grading. Some of them are almost completely white. those ones you can probably pick up $50, $60. Some of them, if they have a lot of detail, they're $200 and up. But yeah, they are neat and an important part of history. Charlie, is New York Harbor that was filled in and they buried a lot of ships? Yes, absolutely. One of the things I always go back to Captain Kidd for a second. Captain Kidd's house was on the water, and Kidd's house, if you look or type it into like MapQuest or whatever, or Siri, he lived on Pearl Street, and Pearl Street now is 4 blocks away from the waterfront. 4 city blocks away from the waterfront. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's blocks and blocks away from the water. Where versus in Kidd's time, Pearl Street was waterfront property, and that's in a lot of places. AWR. One of the things I do enjoy a lot is basically taking the old maps and seeing where I can detect along the Delaware River that still has the same coastline as it did in those earlier maps, in the 1830s maps. Because even now, a lot of the marshlands, the wetlands, do not exist along the riverfront. They've been filled in, they've been industrialized, etc. But some of that original coastline in some areas still exists, and it's those areas I'll actually will concentrate on to try to find my cob. Did I see Chris pop in? Hi, Chris! And but yeah, a lot of fill. In fact, some of my clippings. One of my major projects that's going to happen this upcoming winter this is not an exaggeration. I'm sitting here at a desk, and underneath this desk, piled up almost to my knee, is all my notes, and they are so disorganized, and they all have to be digitized, and I will be doing that probably starting in the fall. Once we lose daylight hours in the evening, that's going to be a project. I need to get them digitized if I'm ever really sincerely going to knock this book out, because I'll start writing a couple chapters of the book, and I'll come to remember a different fact or a point, and then I'll have to go digging through this mess to find my notes about a particular topic. But that's going to be a project for this winter. And there's maps down here. There's all kinds of stuff relevant to Kidd and the mutineers and the Giles Shelley and whatnot. But that's going to happen this upcoming winter. But without exaggeration, that pile is up to my knee that needs to be digitized. And but I tell you, Drum Detect, hi! Hey, you guys got more rain than we did. That's unfair. And we need the rain. The ground is hard. But anyway, so that'll be a project for this upcoming winter. I even upgraded my Microsoft Windows, so I have all the Word programs back again. Yeah, we're going to need it. Sorry, we're on the way. Thank goodness. Hopefully, what are they calling for us? They call them rainforest on Monday. That'll be tomorrow. And I am hoping, like anything, it does. Oh, we need it bad. Always wanted someone to come dig on our farm. Without revealing what kind of digging. Because Miss Beth, your area, I think, would be primed for that other thing I dig for, Native American artifacts. I think that'd be a very nice area to look for. Paul says, getting storms now. Well, Careless Probus is still... Probus. And, oh my goodness. Yes, I cannot write anything 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been banned. Or I'm banning myself. But I tell you. Yeah, hopefully rain will be coming. Strauss died on the Titanic, didn't he? Okay, so anyway, we're talking about vacation. We had so anyway, weird thing. All right, so we won't go too far into what, but I work for the state. And when was it? Friday, Thursday, Friday. I don't know. One day, show up to work. They said, "Oh, you shouldn't be here." Like, I still work here, I hope. And it was like, no, they canceled work till 10 a.m. because of the smoke. So like, here now, you want to send me home? I go home, but I don't know if I'm going to come back because now I'm going to go home, come back, blah blah blah. It's like, no, just if you want to stay, stay. But if you want to go home, that's fine. And it was like, I'm here. So I stayed. Oh my goodness. Since then, out in the smoke and etc., I've had this weird cough thing. But and where are we at? Blah, 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 blah. I'll watch the replay. Did you show any for sale items in this segment? Nothing new, Riv. Basically, it's the same things that we had last Afterglow segment. It did show some stuff that's upcoming. There's an 1863 Indian that's going to be coming up. The Romans will be coming up. And also to a Millennium coin collection, 13th century Byzantium cup-shaped, not conical, cup-shaped trachea. But I died. Tell Justin Trudeau to send you some lozenges. Yes, that's right. Or Fisherman's Friend. But yeah, the smoke was horrible that morning. Of course, all out in it. And oh, yeah. But I've got dibs on the 1863. Because hopefully by next stream, I'll have some of, I won't get all to all of them, but I'll have some of the Romans ready. I will get the 1863 ready. I also have the Largy ready. That's stuff that's easy to go have done. But I did make a decision that Thrickle will not be sold. I won't sell it because it's been cleaned. I will not sell it. If it was some sort of a rarity, I probably wouldn't mind so much that it's been cleaned. If it was a cleaned rail, I probably would still sell it if I was selling rails. But that Thrickle 3-cent nickel, I won't sell it. I'll put that probably into an upcoming giveaway. Jersey Ray Digs. They told us they wouldn't take us off the routes until air quality reached 450. That's as high as it goes. Yes, we 450. That's like breathing through Jello. I feel you on the cough. Yes, it was weird. Isn't it weird how something like that can affect us all the way down here? I thought that was still stupid. New York Post, blame Canada. I know it's a play on the South Park thing, but still, I blame Canada. You can blame Canada. We're not going to go to conspiracy theorists here, but price of lumber's going up. And some of the satellite photos is just weird how those fires started all at the same time. I don't know. I don't have any good educated guess for it. I'm kind of curious to see some of the trackage for Canadian Pacific to see if the fire stayed away from the trackage of the Canadian Pacific Railroad. Just curious. All right, AWR, have a great night. That isn't a lot of acreage. Tons of acreage. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's not like they were having storms. Don't get me wrong either. I keep saying this over and over again. I've never seen the underbrush so thick in our area. Right now, we are still under fire restrictions. We can't have burning outsides. We can't have fires in our little fire pits because we're in the middle of a drought. But are we in drought status yet? I don't know. But what was I saying? Oh, the underbrush is so thick this year. It's not funny. Some of the stagecoach roads that I'll walk while metal detecting, I've never seen them overgrown like they are this year. Some of them still retain their dirt roadness, like you got the two basically paths, and you got the center little hump and grassy area. Those are all grown in. I've never seen it like that before. Should have done fire breaks as soon as it started. Yeah, but I understand too that Trudeau cut most of the spending for fire prevention, up to 60%, I think it was. I don't know. There was some big write-up in regards to it's his own media too, to put it out there. Yeah, here comes the fourth. Yeah, but fires, smoke, different country away. What's next? Plague. There's going to be bugs. Oh, wait, they already are. They got the lantern flies back. But I don't know. Crazy people with fireworks. Yes. We need rain for the crops. Yes, absolutely. Oh yes. Absolutely. This will be our second. If we go back into drought status, this will be New Jersey's second year in a row with basically water shortages for farmers. It's unreal. But anyway, gang, it's getting late. Anyway, so I wish everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and also to have a wonderful week. And we will join everybody back here at 7 o'clock next week. And again, next week will be a desk show. And desk show about Dutch Schultz. Arthur Flugenheim, his real name, I believe. Flugenheim. But anyway, I think I may have already touched on Dutch Schultz at one time in the years gone by on a live stream, but we're going to do it again because there's some info that we need to touch on and update. So that should be a little interesting. Anyway, gang, till next week, have a great week. Keep your chin up and pray for rain. All right, gang, have a great night. We'll see you again soon. All right. Ta-ta.